Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. We got a temperature of 150 Kelvin for nitrogen at a specific volume of 0.041884 meters cubed per kilogram. Find the pressure of nitrogen using ideal gas law and Beattie-Bridgeman equation. Then use the given value of 1000 kPa to find the error rate. Step 1, draw your free body diagram, your FBD. This will help you visualize the problem. Step 2, list all the given values, find the unknown. Step 3, find the ideal pressure formula. P is equal to RT divided by little v. Step 4, find the gas constant. The gas constant of nitrogen is 0.2968 kilojoules per kilogram Kelvin. Step 5, find the ideal pressure. So you just plug and play. Once the gas constant is found, the temperature and specific volume is given, so we get 1062.93 kPa. Step 6, find the error rate for ideal pressure formula. So P minus P experimental divided by P experimental. Step 7, so we get 6.29%. Okay. Step 8, find the Beattie-Bridgeman pressure formula. So we've got P is equal to universal gas constant multiplied by T divided by V bar squared multiplied by 1 minus C divided by V bar multiplied by T to the power of 3 multiplied by V bar plus B minus A divided by V bar squared. Okay, so there's a lot of things missing, so luckily we can find them in the tables, or you can Google search them. So for the universal gas constant, it's 8.314 kPa meters cubed per kmol Kelvin. You can find this in your table at the back of your textbook, or you can Google search. Step 10, find V bar formula. So V bar is equal to molar mass multiplied by specific volume. Do not get confused with molar mass with regular mass. So this is an italics capital M. Do not confuse with little m. Little m is regular mass. Molar mass is the mass of the substance. Step 11, find molar mass of nitrogen. It's 28.013 kilograms per kmol. You can find this in a textbook, or you can Google search. Step 12, find V bar, so just multiply the molar mass by the specific volume. You get 1.173 meters cubed per kmol. Step 13, find the K constant Beattie-Bridgeman formula. Okay, so we got A naught multiplied by 1 minus little a divided by V bar. We found V bar already. So A naught and A, we can find these in a chart somewhere, or Google search. So that's 136.2315. Okay. And little a is 0.2617. We plug it in, we'll get 105.83. I believe the units are unitless, even though we have meters cubed per kmol for the V bar. We do the same, step 17, for constant B. So we find B naught and B. The formula is the same. just different values. So from the table, B0 is 0.05046 and little b is minus 0.00691. Step 20, find the constant b. So you plug and play, you get 0.0507. And then we need to find c. C is also required. So that is the final constant that we need to find. So C you find in the table. So it'll be 4.20 times 10 to the power of 4 meters cubed, Kelvin cubed per kmol. And that's step 22. We can now find the Beattie-Bridgeman pressure. So step 9 to 20 is all the values that we need. Okay. So you can pause the video if I miss some steps, but I covered those just now. Okay. So next up, you need to plug and play. Be really careful when you plug it into your graphic calculator. So let us zoom in. So you've got your universal gas constant, the temperature is given, V bar we worked out. Okay, C we just found. And once again, V bar we worked out. T is given, V bar once again. We found the constant B, and then minus the constant A, and then V bar squared. Also, we have a V bar squared here as well. So plug this into your graphic calculator, you'll get 1020.44 kPa. Okay, so now we can find the error rate. So once again, P minus P experimental divided by P experimental. So apologies, this is 1000. That is just a copy and paste error. I have calculated this beforehand and we get 2.044%. Let me just quickly check, just in case my copy and paste error went through by mistake. I'm fairly certain that I got it right in the first place. Yep. Okay. Can confirm it is 2.044%. Disclaimers, the method is correct. However, I do make calculation mistakes. I encourage you to solve it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Now, before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC, just in case this video or channel gets taken down while I follow all copyright laws. Sometimes things happen. You can do this by using Snipping Tool. If you never used Snipping Tool before, follow these instructions. If you're on a Mac, use the Mac equivalent of Snipping Tool. Okay, so click on the Snipping Tool icon in your taskbar. If it's not there, go to your Windows search, type in Snipping Tool. Open up the program. Click on Video option, click on New. Left click and drag the rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. Click the Start button in Snipping Tool, wait for the countdown, hit the replay button on YouTube, let the video finish, hit the red square in Snipping Tool to stop recording, and then save your video. Thanks for watching, hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe, share with your friends, because this is a made-up question, so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions or comments, or if you find a mistake in the video, leave it in the comment section. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.